So I'm going to be giving you guys tips on how to increase your salary without doing further studies as well as doing further studies. So I'll be mentioning which further studies you could do. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Leila. In case you're new here, I'm a nurse in Germany and I do work in home intensive care. Plus, I do a part-time job teaching nurses English in a nursing school. And recently, I also decided to be helping out my subscribers to teach them the basic German vocabularies that they will need when beginning their nursing career here in Germany or beginning ausbildung. So if you are someone interested in that, you can also join my family here on YouTube so that you get a chance to take part. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys tips on how to increase your salary as nurses here in Germany without doing further studies as well as doing further studies. Okay, so I'll be mentioning which further studies you could do if you are a nurse, and also I'm going to be mentioning which institutes you could work for so that you get a better salary. So number one, we're going to begin with the institutes, and this is the Diakonie. So the Diakonie, these are institutes which are connected to the Evangelisch Church, and these institutes are known to be well paid because they have Stufe, like levels on which they pay their workers. They also have very nice bonuses, like bonuses and also Christmas money. So if you are working in a Diakonie institute, you will never fail to get a salary increase after a certain period of time. For example, if you are a beginner and you're working in a Diakonie institute, be it a care home, hospital, you will be given a salary increase according to the period of time you have been working for them. So normally they wait for every 2 years or every 1 year, they increase your salary accordingly. And then the other institutes that will guarantee you a good payment are the kirchliche Einrichtungen, and these ones are the church connected institutes, the Catholic Church connected institutes. So the other one is Evangelisch Church connected, and this one is Katholisch Church connected. This one is also well paying. So the payment between the Diakonie and the kirchlich are similar, but most times the kirchliche Einrichtungen, also that is the katholische Einrichtungen, they pay a bit more. So they also have Stufe, and they also have a Vertrag. They also have like a payment Vertrag where they pay you according to how long you are working for them. So when you're beginner, you begin at Stufe for the beginners, but your salary increases with time. And this increase doesn't depend on the further studies that you have, okay? You can just begin after the Ausbildung and you begin with a normal salary, and then after they increase, je nachdem, like according to how long you've worked for them. However, if you decide to do further studies, they will then also increase your salary because of the further study, first of all, and then they increase it because also of the years that you are working for them or you have been working for them. Okay, so those are two institutes that will guarantee you a salary increase even with or without further studies. So if you want to work in a private institute, then it will be different because there they can decide to pay each worker differently. For example, where I'm working, they can decide that I'm earning more than one other person, even when we are working with the same experience level. You know, if one person doesn't communicate and negotiate their salary, they might pay them a less brutto salary or a less gross income salary than mine, you know, because they are private institutes. They usually want to keep the biggest profit to themselves, you know. Now, having mentioned that, I'm going to be mentioning the further studies one can do in order to increase their gross income per month. Now, let's begin. I have the link here in my phone and I'm going to be reading them for you guys. So one can do a further studies of wound manager and then intensive Pflege or anesthesia. This one you're going to be specializing on the ICU. And then you can also do a further studies of gerontopsychiatry. Here you're going to be specializing on working with people with dementia. The next further studies you could do is Schmerztherapie. This is pain therapist. You're going to be a pain therapist. This you can also do it after you have finished your 3-year nursing Ausbildung. Then there is also another one which is called palliative Pflege. And this one you're going to be specializing in palliative care, okay? Then there is also another one which is called Pflege documentation. This is Weiterbildung you could do to be helping out with that documentation. I believe here you will be working more with the Krankenkasse, like health insurance. And there is also case management. Here you will be working in the hospital when people are going to be discharged, that you make sure that they can get further help in case they need it. Now, those are the further studies you could do if you want to keep working one-on-one with a patient. And then there are these ones which are also further studies, but in a more of an administrative sector. For example, practice and lighter. Here you're going to be helping out the students, teaching them the practical skills when they come from school. And then there is Pflegedienstleiter. Here you're going to be the leader of a station, or you're going to be the leader, the manager of the Einrichtung. For example, if it's a care home, you are the boss of the entire care home, or the boss of the station bosses, okay? That is Pflegedienstleiter. And then there is this one called Stationsleiter. Here you're going to be the manager of the station. So you're going to be below the Pflegedienstleiter. This is a Stationsleiter, so you're going to be the one leading all the stations. So if you're a person who is interested in being the manager, or in being like more of an administrative person, to take part of the administration in the care homes or in the hospitals, these are some of the Ausbildungs you could do. So then we also have Studium. These are the courses you could do at the university after you have finished your 3 years nursing Ausbildung. So I'm going to be reading them. For example, there is Pflegemanagement, Medizinisch Assistant, Public Health, Gerontologie, Hebamme Kunde. This one is very important for me to explain because a lot of people have been asking me. They are Hebamme, like they are, how are they called? The ones who help women to give birth. They usually ask me, because a lot of people in Uganda are Hebammes, and they were asking if it's possible for them to come to Germany and do the same job. But the thing is, there is no Anerkennung for Hebammes. Only if you have studied in Germany, you can do this job, okay? Or maybe in Europe, there is, if you have studied in Europe for Hebamme, maybe you could also do it here. But if you have done it elsewhere, like outside Europe, I think it's not possible. So because this is a university course, Hebamme, okay? So this is one course you could do as a nurse after finishing your nursing Ausbildung. If you want and you're interested, you can say, okay, I will do my nursing 3 years nursing Ausbildung and then I'll do the Hebamme, or you can just go directly to the university and study the Hebamme course. And then there is Medizinpädagogik, and then there is Pflegepädagogik. This one's the pedagogic means you're going to be teaching, okay? You're going to be teaching in the Pflegeschule, Pflegepädagogik. This one you can also do it after your 3 years nursing Ausbildung. So I hope this video has helped you guys to get a little bit more information about the further studies you guys can do. And if I can, I will try my best to translate those further studies in the English language so that you guys know what I am talking about. So if you have any questions, just comment them down below and I will be glad to interact with you guys. I actually usually enjoy interacting with you guys in the comment section. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me. Until next time, bye.